Hello everyone. Today we are doing something a little bit different. I wanted to try out a chakra spread. We're eventually going to have like a deeper look into different possible life aspects that you could currently be going through, and hopefully we can get some advice to kind of cleanse out that space, or know what to focus on to heal it, or how to make it stronger. So I think that, we'll see what advice comes through here today. I went ahead and lined the top with the mala beads to get us in, because a lot of people have light chakra meditation. So I figured, let's just, get this energy space around us. So we have the 3 piles today. We have the pile 1 with rose quartz, and your card says, happiness is freedom from fear. Pile 2, you have goldstone. This one is inner space and universal knowledge. In pile 3, you have phantom agate. And your card says, the first step is taken. You have asked for help. So go ahead and take a moment to choose your pile. Now that you've chosen your pile, go ahead and pick it in the description, and I'll see you at your reading. Hello, pile 1. If you chose the rose quartz, then this is going to be your reading. I'm going to go ahead and move this to the side here. As we are going to do the chakra spread, we're going to go ahead and, As we do the chakra spread, we're going to be going from vertical here. So we're going to go ahead and pull a card for your root chakra. This is going to be covering home, finances, and security. So we have the 5 of crystals, and we're going to go ahead and pull an oracle. And we have roots for the root chakra: ancestry, legacy, and tradition. So yeah, it may feel like currently that you have a lot that you're holding on to here. Regarding finances, it could be like something that is very personal to you, whether you are carrying on a family legacy with the type of work you're doing, is like if that's something that your family has also done and kind of passed the torch, or if that could be something that your family is really supportive of and proud of that you're doing. So you may feel kind of, not necessarily have to call it pressure per se, like not in a negative way, but you may feel more inclined to want to continue doing that type of work as it is near and dear to you. Not only to make, it just, I don't want to say like to make your family proud, like that's not the only reason why you're doing it, but that could be influencing it to some extent. You could also be having trouble with finances currently, and you could be trying to hold on to as much as you can with that. Like having to save extra and not being, having to be more frugal, not having the opportunity to spend on luxuries and going out with friends and doing things that you typically would love. It's because you feel like you're having to ration it out during this time. I think just with finances wise, I think maybe you could be asked to kind of, yes, it's an important part to survival for us. And so it is important to keep up with finances and to make sure that we are staying on top of things, and we don't want to get into too much debt. But it's also, it's okay to be able to lean on family and people who care about you. They will probably be happy to support you. And that doesn't mean they have to directly give you cash. But, if someone invites you out, you don't have to be like, you can tell them, don't be too shy to tell them why. Just be like, you just don't have the finances for it right now. And you might be surprised. You might have friends who were like, hey, no, don't worry about it. I'll pay for you and let you go. And, and then maybe you like, I can't do that, but, I can hang out with you at home or something. Like, oh, we could come watch a movie at my house or something. Like, just, there's other ways to also spend time with people. But I think that, you should feel more comfortable with leaning on people that care about you because they want to support you and they know that this is not a permanent situation that you're in and that things can get better. So now we are going to be pulling a card for the sacral chakra. All right, we have the Six of Wands. And we're going to go ahead and pull an oracle. Now you guys know the drill. The Stand. Interesting. That looks very accommodating with Six of Wands, honestly. The Stand says courage, determination, and fearlessness. So I feel like, you're going to be more empowered in terms of, this is for creativity and projects. Okay. Yeah, so I feel like you're going to be very, standing firm in your ground. You're going to be knowing exactly what you want to work on and what you want to create. It seems like you have a very clear vision, and you're basically a visionary at this point. You're going straight towards it, and it's like, nothing's going to steer you from this path at this point. For sure that this is something that you feel passionate about and you want to try out. So whatever it is that you have some intrigue for, you're being encouraged to go ahead and try that because it does seem like you're going to have some success. The Six of Wands usually does refer to people celebrating the person. So everyone here is looking up to this person up here on top, and they're noticing all the hard work they put in and all the talent they have and everything they've accomplished. So that's telling me that you really are, as long as you stand your ground and remain positive and brave and completely just putting all of everything into what you're creating and what you're wanting, you're going to have some success off of it. So there's a reason why your soul is craving this. There's a reason why you're really interested in this project, is because you're meant to be doing it. So the next we're going to do health, wisdom, energy, health, and wisdom. And so this is going to be for the solar plexus. We do have the Ten of Cups. Let's see the oracle. Portal. So, Portal says originality, idealism, and progression. So it seems like you're going to be progressing forward within, let's see, energy, health, and wisdom. So it does seem like you're going to be pretty aligned with everything that you need to. You're going to be able to keep up with your health, keep up with, taking care of your body, whether that be in any forms of exercise, how you eating healthier. You're being encouraged to really keep all of that in line, because once you do, naturally you're going to have more energy. The more healthy you are, the more energy you have to give. And with the more energy, you're going to be doing more. You're going to be more proactive, which is going to help you gain more wisdom. So I think that if you're able to keep everything in line, then it's going to be like a portal into your next phase in life, your next transition into becoming a more evolved person, and what all you can create and build from there. It'll be next step to the next step to the next step. And these portals, again, will come with keeping these three, mostly two things in line, because you will, like I said, the more health you have, the more energy you'll have, and therefore the more wisdom you will gain from just going for it. And so that's what you're really being encouraged to do here. Now we're going to go ahead and move on to the heart chakra, which is love and relationships. All right, guys, I don't know if this is a sign, but I'm just going to go ahead and throw this out here. I've already dropped like 2 bundles, like a lot of cards twice. And the first time I dropped it, which I'm just going to go ahead and use these cards. I mean, the first time I dropped it, I saw the 7 of Cups, which is like all about choices, a lot of confusing things to do. And I saw the 5 of Wands. I dropped it again, 5 of Wands again. Like I dropped it twice with a bunch of big piles. So we do have the 5 of Wands. Behind that, we have the Star. And behind that, we have the Wheel of Fortune. So there could be a lot of confusion and conflict going on within a relationship and love and relationships right now. Like you're not seeing eye to eye to your partner. You're not envisioning the same future. Well, let's go ahead and pull a oracle. It almost feels like you're confused within the next step to take. All right, oracle, we have migration, initiation, adventure, and freedom. So I think you're being asked to like not allow a relationship to kind of like take over, even if it's not going right. Like don't let it take over your thoughts and your energy and like everything that you need to do for yourself. You have a lot of growing to do. And we also have the Star, which can either mean hope or healing. And so I think that that comes together. Hope brings in healing. And I think that's having hope that whatever conflict or misunderstanding that you're having with this other person, just allowing yourself to enjoy the adventure of life and allowing yourself that freedom that you deserve as an individual and doing what you love and focusing on what you're building for your life. The Wheel of Fortune is here, so that means the tides will change. If you are struggling right now, things will be better. It's on the way to getting better, but what you need to do is have faith and hope that it will work itself out and continue to stay positive about it. Whether, again, I always say like it working out doesn't always mean that you get to stay with the person, but it usually like it can. The situation itself will work out for the best for both parties and their happiness and along their journey. So just continue to focus on the right of knowing and focusing, I would say keep focusing on the hope of knowing that the right path will reveal itself. And in that way, you cannot let that take, any issues with your relationships take control of your time and energy so that you can push that more towards what you're creating for yourself. So next we're going to do the throat chakra, and this one's for communication. We have the 3 of Stars. And Warrior, which says inner strength, clarity, and presence. So communication-wise, I feel like you're going to be very at peace within yourself. You're going to be able to express yourself fully and clearly. You're not going to be shying away from expressing your needs and wants and desires. I think that you'll be very good at just staying centered, staying at peace, not being on edge about it. I can see you communicating with others and working with others and others listening and respecting you. And maybe there's even some like skill that you have that you can share with them. If they need advice on something, someone can be coming to you for advice because they trust that you're going to give them a very clear and wise advice. So I do see that coming in for you, that you just seem to be centered all around when it comes to communication, and that can play within the relationship side as well, whether that person wants to listen or not. But I think it's going to apply to all aspects of your life of having that clear communication. And yeah, I think that there's going to be, like I said, either someone's going to be coming to you asking for advice, or you're going to be collaborating with someone, and you're going to be expressing your vision to them, expressing what you're wanting to create. That can be from anything, whether that's like a video or music or any type of like event or art project, or like whatever it is that you have a clear vision for. You're going to be able to work with others and kind of coordinate that and make it happen. So the next one's going to be our third eye chakra, and that one's for intuition and trust. So we have justice and specters, discernment, critical thinking, and insight. All right, so I think a lot of this intuition has to do with being able to trust yourself and what you believe is the right way or the right thing to do. So there might be things that you felt like you've done wrong in the past, and mistakes that you might have made. And so I think just going forward, just kind of addressing that and readjusting and doing things that you feel like is going to make this right, or, you know, moving forward to not make that same mistake is going to allow you good luck and positivity will be, optimism will be surrounding you. But the main thing is that you're going to be more successful in what you're doing, you know, as long as you feel like you're going in a direction that your intuition says is the right way, is the moral, correct way of doing it in love, doing it with helping others, all of that together, like what you feel like is the most morally just way is going to bring you success. So that's kind of like the main aura around this. That's why we have critical thinking and discernment. Don't try and let others, you know, bring you down for any past mistakes you have, make you feel like you're going to have karma for it and that you're never going to be able to move forward or be successful because you've done this thing. And like, don't allow that negativity to circle around you. That's someone trying to hold you back when we are here to evolve. All right. And so that means that we have to allow past mistakes to learn from them, to be able to let any guilt go, because that's not going to serve us. That guilt is not going to help us. It's only going to hold us back. And therefore, it's going to keep that mistake alive, and and it was a waste. Like it makes us feel like we didn't learn anything from it because we're holding on to resentment and guilt, and that's, you know, suffocating us. And so for us to do better and for us to evolve, we have to allow ourselves to forgive that, let it go, and take that lesson with us going forward. And that's going to create more good luck around us. All right, and then last but not least, we're going to be doing the crown chakra. This is going to be life goals and spirituality. We have the Hermit in reverse. So again, a lot of the Hermit in reverse kind of means like you have help around you, but you may not be seeing it. You may not be accepting of it. And I think that might come back to this root chakra thing, is allowing others to be there to help you, because, you know, you're going to be helped by others when you're getting your vision put to life, and other people like collaborating and creating something great together. And so, you know, just knowing that you can, like, if people can lean on you, you can also lean on people. That's how, you know, it works. We're here to help each other out. Right? And then we have Wayfarer, which says contemplation, search for truth, and inner guidance. And it also looks like the Hermit card. All right, so I think you guys are also I think you're being asked to take some of that time to reassess and readjust, like, what it is that you truly want for yourself in your life and your spirituality path, and kind of think about, like, you know, what am I doing to help nurture my spirituality? Am I living a life that is allowing to integrate spirituality within it? It doesn't mean that we have to be monks or, you know, like that, but like, what space does spirituality have in our life? Are we meditating? Are we, you know, praying? Or are we making sure that every interaction we have is purely not because we want something from them, but because we love them and we want to connect with them in the moment. Or what is the motivations behind what we're doing? Are we able to create and try to put ourselves out there in more uncomfortable situations often so that we can have opportunities to grow and show more love? And that's like towards ourselves and others. And so I think taking that time to yourself and to really take some extra time to read spirituality books, to listen to lectures and study, and then live that way of life by integrating it and kind of having a plan of how am I going to integrate this in my daily life, I think is going to be very important for you. And so the fact that we have the Hermit twice here is is guidance enough. I mean, seriously, guys, look at this. Put face each other. I mean, come on. So, yeah, this is really time for inner self-growth and inner focus and allowing that. And, that comes again with the health and everything. Like, having that all line up is going to propel you forward and keep everything aligned and put you on the path that you're needing to go, and allowing yourself to grow into the being that you're meant to be. So. All right, pile one. Those are all the messages that I have for you. Thanks so much for coming to the reading, and I hope you have a great week. Bye. Hello, pile two. If you guys chose the Goldstone and Inner Peace and Universal Knowledge, what more could someone want in life? This is going to be your reading. Here we go. Right, so how the chakra reading is going to go is we're going to pick a tarot and oracle card for each chakra and seeing, again, what is it that we can focus on and what can help us, and maybe what we could be just going through within that chakra to help align everything. So first, we're going to be taking a look at the root chakra, and that's going to be involving home, finances, and security. So we have the Nine of Crystals and Shadow. Wholeness, integration, repressed emotions. So yeah, maybe there could be a little paranoia currently going on with your home, finances, and security. This could either be regarding money or regarding a situation within your home. That could be with other family members. It could be with your partner or your children. It seems like there's some kind of imbalance there, some kind of disagreement that you guys have that is something that is really causing a lot of turmoil within it and within yourself, and it's causing you to be worrying about it and not knowing how to resolve it and how long this is going to happen and how much this is destroying your inner peace and happiness just from the situation. Or again, it could be stress about finances where it is keeping you up at night, it is stressing you out and almost feels like you have nowhere else to go but the universe, because it just you feel like you're trying and it's just nothing but just this ongoing conflict, and it's not something that you want to go to other people about. It's more private. It's more, it's not something you're proud about that you're having this disagreement. And so that can also make you feel a little bit more isolated because you don't feel comfortable, going to someone else about it. It's like a situation within yourself that you're trying to figure out, what can I do for yourself? And it could even be, it could be something like a very toxic situation within your home where you're just, you're trying to figure out how to get out of it. You feel like you might be stuck in it. So for you guys, I'm going to go ahead and pull another healing messaging card to see something that might help assist you along this journey, because this just feels like currently your root chakra is out of alignment. All right, so we have your life plan is unfolding as it should, and it's time to move forward. So something going on within this conflict is, It's meant to teach you some type of lesson so that you can move forward to the next part of your life. It's creating a foundation for you to be able to protect yourself, to love yourself through this. Now, I'm going to go ahead and read what the book says about these. I want to get as much detail as I can for you guys. All right, so for your life plan is unfolding as it should. There is no such thing as coincidence. And when you know this, you're ready to look more closely at your life plan. Your spirit guide has already opened the way for you, and you will have confirmation that you're truly on the right path. Synchronicities, so look out for those, are their way of attracting your attention and giving you confirmation that you are close to a great understanding. All right, so once you have an epiphany, once you have an understanding, you'll know the right step forward from there. So kind of look out for signs, look out for your inner knowing. Like it might just come to you as a thought, and you'll have this strong drive to like do this, like this is the solution. Like you'll know very soon you will know your true purpose. We're going to go ahead and read for it is time to move forward. So that one says, when your thoughts have been stuck on the same thing for too long, it is time to move on to other things. No matter how dark and heavy the clouds of emotion that have built up in your mind, remember that above them is a light waiting to shine through. It is time to direct your thoughts to the power of the spirit healers and helpers who are ready to help you, and ask to be shown a way out of despair. Ask this once a day until you feel the weight of emotions lifting and the true healing light raising your mind to better things again. Truly beautiful spirit healers are as close to you as your own thoughts right now. So knowing that through all of this unsteady or unhealthy and unaligned home life or finances, security, knowing that better things are to come, like the light will be shown to you. You will be guided in that way. Just don't let these negative thoughts and emotions of the situation control you, and focus more on the direction you're wanting to go in. Focus more on what you believe that is good for you, what is great for your higher self and your happiness and in this life, and just trust and pray and continue to ask spirit how you can heal, or what next step you need to take, or what to do, or to comfort you. And you can ask spirit that every single day, and I think that's going to help bring some comfort and guidance to you. Next, we're going to do the sacral chakra, and this is going to cover creativity and projects. 3 of Cups. And shelter. Shelter says spiritual growth, accountability, and healing. So in terms of your creative projects, I think that it's going to help you heal. So, whatever work that you decide to put into it, I think it's going to be something that you do truly love and care about. And it is a part of your soul. It is a part of who you are. And so being able to create something from that, like physically, and being able to have that as a part of your life is really going to help you focus in on who it is that you truly are, and that's going to be great in your healing process. It's also going to bring together like-minded people who are into the same thing, passionate about the same thing. It's going to draw them towards you, and you guys can it may even cause like you guys to collaborate together, or you guys are going to bond on that. You're going to create close relationships from what it is that you love. It's going to be like your shelter. It's going to be like your safe space. And, it's going to be somewhere that you can come to no matter like what other turmoil is happening in your life. That's going to be your happy place that you're going to be able to find. And again, with that's going to create a place for healing, a space for that, because you know that you aren't alone, and that there is something that you care about and that you're good at and you're able to bring into the world, and other people can see that and want to bring it in as well. And so I think that is going to create a great community for you. So the next one is going to be our solar plexus. This is going to be for energy, health, and wisdom. So we have the 9 of Stars, 9 of Swords, 9 of Pentacles, 9 of Wands, 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 9 of Pentacles, and visionary, which says confidence, passion, and self-worth. So to me, it does give that like your energy is going to be someone who is very independent, someone who is very generous, someone who is very creative and going for what they want. So you're going to have like this strong aura around you. And I think, again, that's going to help attract, like why you have the 3 cups here. I think that's really going to attract people around you. You're going to have this natural magnetic pull because of your passion for life and your inner strength and calmness, and you're just going to have almost like this wisdom type aura around you. You should be able to focus on what makes you happy and what fulfills you, and I think that's going to be your driving force. That's going to be your strong suit, because whatever it is that you do feel passionate about is going to be what, again, not only heals you, but it's going to create a new, stronger version of you as well. And you won't have to feel guilty about enjoying the good things that come from that, that come from being able to create a life that you enjoy and a life that you love, doing things that you feel passionate about. You will be able to feel guiltless about enjoying it, because you're not like enjoying something from like an activity that you don't care about. Like let's say that you don't feel any type of passion from trading stocks, or you don't feel a passion for whatever work field you're in that could bring in a lot of money. Like let's say like you're like a producer or something, and you just don't feel passionate about it, and you just feel like you're just trying to pay the bills. It's not going to be like that. It's going to be like something that you truly care about. It's going to be like your precious baby that you're building. And so that's going to be like, having success from something like that is going to bring guiltless enjoyment from that, guiltless rewards. Otherwise, it's just more like, yeah, you're getting rewarded from it, but it doesn't really mean anything. All right, so next we're going to do our heart chakra, and that's going to be regarding love and relationships. So we have the Ace of Wands and the Owl. Wisdom, independent thinking, and enlightenment. So I believe like whether you are in a relationship or not, or this could be in regard to just someone who you interact with quite frequently, that you're close to, I think a new phase is coming into the relationship, a new spark to say. So I feel like you're going to have like a new beginning with this other person. It's going to be full of more passion, enjoyment, and more aligned into what you want for your future. I think that you guys are going to be able to come together because you have enlightenment and thinking, independent thinking and wisdom. So I think that you're going to have some kind of eye-opening situation, could be some kind of tower moment that is going to allow you, that will cause an opportunity to come for you to have a realization like, this is what I want for the relationship going forward. This is what I feel like is the right path. So I feel like you have like a direction now. You have like more of a plan, and you're getting a chance to kind of start over again and reignite that passion and give it a second chance. So I think or to go in more of a direction that is going to be more fulfilling for both of you. So I feel like it's going to be more of like that visionary type, more of that like, I'm going to get what I want. Like, this is what feels right. This is how it should be. It could be like a situation where you don't feel like is in alignment, or like it was getting dull, or just wasn't, working for you the way you wanted, but you're able to readjust and say, hey, let's start this new chapter. And so that's what I'm kind of getting from this. So next we have the throat chakra, which is communication. So we have the Knight of Cups, which no, wait, never mind. That's the page. I was like, that's a communication card, but that's your pages. There. Where is it, Knights? I think it is Knights. Why am I blanking? It is Knights. Knights are the communication cards. It's because, like, when you see the Page of Cups, that can also be, like, a message card as well. Because usually, like, if you see the Page of Cups, they're like, oh, they could be bringing a message of, like, an engagement or a wedding or, like, a surprise date or pregnancy or whatever. So that's why I was getting a little mixed up. But we have the Knight of Cups, and the Knights are also message bearers as well. So that's great for communication. And we have Spectres, which says discernment, critical thinking, and insight. So we're having like a lot of critical thinking cards coming through. So I think that there's going to be a lot of epiphanies coming up for you. And I think this critical thinking and these epiphanies and this like independence and this growth, I think that is going to really allow everything to line up once more. Once you have a clear vision of what it is that you want in your life, what you believe you deserve, and that you will take no less and drive straight towards that, is going to make you feel aligned and centered, because there won't be any you're not going to be swayed to like do something that you don't feel like is in alignment with you. I feel like you're going to have a plan and go forward with that. Right, and then we have the Knight of Cups, so I think that communication-wise, you'll be able to express your feelings a little bit better. It could be with this home situation or within your relationship situation, how you're able to start as an Ace of Wands. Whichever one it is, I believe that you will be able to be open about that and communicate clearly. So I think that you will be on point with your communication. Like, you will not be shy away from expressing your emotions. It's going to be important for you to express your emotions and make sure that you're being heard. Next, we're going to have the third eye chakra, and that one's going to be in regards to intuition and trust. We have the Hermit. And the Key, inner calling, clarity, and intention. Inner calling and the Hermit. There we go. Nothing left said. So basically, it's just all about like really exploring yourself and creating that plan, having that clarity. And so like, instead of like in the beginning, how we had this, how we're like focusing on like the negativity and like what's not going right and letting that drain our emotions, we should be more focused on like, what is it that would be in alignment for us? What is it that we want to include in our plan, in our direction that we want to go in? And I think that's going to be the key to the direction you need to go in, which is like your life plan is unfolding as it should. So it's going to allow you to find that in the direction that you need. And so kind of like take that time with yourself to truly reflect and think about your feelings about things and how they influence you, or how they are more like their effects on you, and kind of go towards situations and paths that feel right with you and your alignment with your happiness and with what your purpose is in your connections with other people. So really take that time to yourself to have that clarity and to make that plan. Okay, and then next we have the crown chakra, which is life goals and spirituality. That is going to be the Three of Wands. And Sage, which is harmony, acceptance, and patience. So yeah, it's really about just going with the flow and, again, taking that step of planning what direction you want to go in, and taking into consideration with all of, your past and what's worked for you, what hasn't, and keeping the things that have worked for you and releasing the things that haven't, and being able to trust your path and trust that you are being taken care of and that you are being guided in the direction you're needed to go in. And with that, you will find acceptance and find harmony and find patience, because you know it's unfolding in due time as it's meant to. But while at the same time, you're creating your own direction with it. You're creating what feels like the right way for you. And again, a lot of that clarity will be coming to the higher power, coming to the universe, and kind of a combination of listening to what feels right from that side and listening to your own emotions from Earth side, and kind of balancing that out together and having that scale balanced, and that using that to guide your decisions for your path. All right, pile 2, these are all the messages that I have for you. We have a great week. Stay sentient, stay kind. Bye. Hello, pile 3. If you guys chose the phantom agate and the first step is taken, you've already asked for help, then this is going to be your reading. Put this here. Beautiful, beautiful stone. This is one of the newer ones that I've recently gotten. I just always adored the fact that like these little pieces right here always look like kind of like flowers, so it's really pretty. I should say the Phantom Agate Tower. Anyway, so how this reading is going to go is I'm going to pull a tarot card and an oracle card for each chakra. So first, we're going to start with the root chakra, and this is going to cover home, finances, and security. Sorry about that, guys. I did not realize that my memory card was full, so I will try to reiterate what I said. I don't know if it'll be as good as the first time, but I will try my best. So I'm saying something within your home life or your work with regards to finances, there is something that is going to be let go of. And I see this as a very positive change because we have the sun so clearly shown here, and conjure has higher self, fertility, and creativity. So we are meant to let go of this thing. We're meant to let go of something to allow what it is that is meant for us to come. So it's allowing that new chapter for us, allowing to go more towards what we're meant to do, more towards that path. And there's something that is holding us back, that we're holding on to. We've been clinging on to something that is not serving us anymore and has really been dragging us and dragging our emotions and our concentration and our energy. And so we are being asked to release that, to end it. And it doesn't feel like an ending that's happening to us. It feels like an ending that we are creating because we know that it is what is best for our situation and our future. So we are being asked to let go of what it is that is holding us back. Let go of that, end it, and that will open up a portal or open up a window, a path, however you want to say it, but it will allow for more creativity and more fertility, more things coming in for us, and more things that we're able to create for us by letting that go and giving space for the stuff that we need to come in. All right, so next we're going to take a look at our sacral chakra, and this is for creativity and projects. We have the sun, and crossed. This one says choices, searching for purpose, and daydreaming. So when it comes to creativity and projects, it may not be something that we are actively working towards right now, but it is something that we are feeling very optimistic about. Like we could be in the planning stage because we have daydreaming. So it's something that seems like it is on your mind and it is building up. But I don't see you actively working on it currently. But I think that is, you're on the right footing by, you're searching for purpose. You're searching for, a project that is going to be fulfilling, something that is going to be good for your soul. And you're feeling optimistic about it. You're feeling like you're going to be successful. It's going to bring so much great things into your life. And so I see that building up within itself. And so yeah, that's what I see for creativity and projects. So you're on the right path. Just continue to daydream and to manifest it, to create a plan, to take action towards, and to remain positive along the way, even through the struggles, knowing that like this is what's meant for me, and just keep working around that while keeping that in mind, that it is meant for you, no matter what, obstacle tries to throw you off. So next we have the solar plexus chakra, and this is for energy, health, and wisdom. So we have the Ace of Stars. And we have Sage, which says harmony, acceptance, and patience. See, it's kind of like knowing that that wisdom, it could be in regards to the project, or like this person, this creativity pursuit that you're daydreaming about or hoping to come in, is like trusting that it will come into you, and having patience within that. I feel like maybe you feel like you're having a really slow start to that, and that could be draining you, and I still think you are staying positive about it, but it can be draining your energy and making you feel a little bit more exhausted, trying to be like, what is the right path? What do I really want? And so I think a lot of this is coming towards just, allowing and trusting that is going to come in your hands. Whether, it might take longer, you might go down a few wrong paths before you find the right one, but having patience within that is going to allow you to ultimately end up where you need to. Because there is some like aspects in the physical realm, whether that be a job opportunity, a new living situation opportunity, it could be like even like a gym membership, or like signing up for yoga class, or allowing yourself to find more guidance when it comes to meditation, or like anything like that. You're going to have opportunities come to you, and so you have to allow those to play a part and come in, and that's going to help align that. Instead of like focusing on the lack, focus on what's coming in, and when you do that, more will come in. So next we're going to do the heart chakra, and that's going to be love and relationships. You guys got the lovers. All right. Let's see what oracle we have. We have flight, opportunity, prosperity, and new venture. So if you are not in a relationship, there will be an opportunity coming in for you soon for that new venture. And this opportunity is not going to be no trash opportunity. This is going to be because we have prosperity here, this is going to be an opportunity of finding true love. Now, I'm not saying this will be your person forever, but this will be a very positive relationship. This will be someone that you will feel connected to emotionally and physically, and you guys will have this shared bond of understanding each other and have a clear direction that you both want to go in. And so I do feel this close bond coming in. And if you are in a relationship, then you will continue to grow even closer to this person, even if there's any like rifts, that's going to be taken care of as new opportunities and new ventures will come in. You'll have time to repair it, but if things are already going well, they're going to continue. Your bond is going to continue to strengthen. So this just seems like a very it seems like your heart chakra is currently in alignment. You're able, even if outside of relationship wise, just dealing with people around you in your community, your family, your friends, your coworkers, or people that you interact with within each day. It feels like it's all coming from a place of love. It feels like you are in alignment with your heart chakra currently, and that's what's going to bring in that I would say that balance and that alignment for your personal relationships, because you have that chakra balanced in general for everybody. And so I feel like you're going to be continuing to come from a loving place. And so yeah, that's a really great positive direction for you currently right now. So next we're going to do our throat chakra. Sorry, I almost said heart again. Throat chakra, and that one's going to be for communication. So we have the King of Wands. And the Key, which says inner calling, clarity, and intention. So with communication, I feel like you kind of know your direction that you want to go in, and you're not afraid to voice your opinions or to voice what you want to do or what you want out of life. You seem like you're going to be very talkative and energetic state, and allowing you to communicate with other people and connect with them is going to give you more clarity in kind of what you want. You'll feel your reaction to how people are responding to you. So I feel like you're naturally going to bring in the optimism, energetic, fun energy, and so when you do that, it's going to make the other people in your life feel comfortable opening up and talking and responding to you more. And having that back-to-back interaction is going to give you clues to the direction that you are wanting to go in. It's going to give you, you have to look out for it, pay attention to things they say or phrases that might stick with you. Because that could be a sign of, okay, this is what you need to focus on. This is something you need to explore. This is a possible direction for you. So next we're going to do the third eye chakra, which is going to be intuition and trust. So we have the Magician. And we have the Sorcerer, which is ambition, willpower, and creation, which this also looks like the Magician, similar to the Magician card. Look. Or the vibe of the Magician card. Kind of like being the creator. So yeah, it's kind of like trusting that, you are the creator of your reality. And there are also, again, there are, we'll say, probabilities of what your main purpose is. And there will be hints coming towards you, again, through communicating with other people and bringing in that positive energy. More hints will come to you what your path is. And when you start deciding, okay, this is the path that I want, everything that you need to make it happen will come to you. You will be able, it's going to feel like you are a magician. It's going to feel like it's just opportunities, or even if it's items that you need to make something, it could go on sale, or just come to your door for free. It's things are just falling into place. That's what makes it feel like a magician. You're just magically making things appear and happen. It almost feels like you're controlling it, but it's it's because that means you're in alignment with your path. You are in control to make it happen. It is in your cards. You have that willpower, that determination. And so you will be able to create that for yourself. You will be able to do it. So it's just all about remaining positive and knowing, having focused intention on what you want to do, and choosing a path that you feel is going to be right for you and seeing how it goes. And I think naturally it will fall into place. So last but not least, we're going to be doing the crown chakra, which is life goals and spirituality. So we have the Nine of Cups. And we have shelter, spiritual growth, accountability, and healing. So yeah, you have a lot of healing coming in for you. You are being watched over and guided by many spirit guides and by many forms of your higher self or your higher fractals from other lives. You are being very much guided and protected as if you are able to connect with them, especially, I'm coming back to it, remaining positive, and that's going to allow them to enter into your life. It's drawing them in like magnets. So yes, they are ready to receive and to find their path. So I think it's all going to come to you, and I think that's going to allow you to have spiritual growth and healing is by following that path and allowing your spirit guides to come in and help guide you through it. And I feel like a part of your spiritual path will be able to give out your emotions and give out your love because you have a strong heart chakra. And so I feel like whatever your spiritual path is, it's going to be something that is going to be surrounded with emotion. I think it's going to be able to help people either heal them, give them advice, give them guidance. I feel like you're going to be having something that is going to circle around that field, something that is going to emotionally help people, just because you have such a strong inclination to that. You have such a strong foundation for your heart chakra. You have so much love to give, and I think that's part of your spiritual journey here, is to be able to share that with people. All right, pile 3. These are all the messages that I have for you. Hope you have a great week and stay sentient, stay kind. Bye.